live in Kearneysville, not far from Leetown. You could pretty much throw a rock and hit Leetown from where I am. So it's that other end of Kearneysville. I have been here permanently for about 4 years, but I've been coming here since I was a kid, coming to the area, Harper's Ferry, Charlestown. Used to come to Harper's a lot as a teenager, and then I've lived here off and on since the 90s. So my parents owned the property I now own. My property is 2 to 3 miles from the proposed Rockwool property. I have a lot of concerns. Property value is one concern, but my main concerns are environmental. I'm asthmatic. I think it's disgusting that they're building it right across the street from a school and 2 miles or so from other schools. I'm concerned about the economy in the immediate area because we rely so much on our beautiful natural resources here in Jefferson County for income and tax revenue. You know, everyone else who lives here is my neighbor, and I know that a number of my neighbors run businesses here. I have a small business, but mine wouldn't particularly be impacted by the factory. It's just knowing that so many small business owners would be destroyed by this for various reasons. People are moving out of the area, which reduces the customer base. I know a few people who are considering selling or who are selling. We would be one of those families, but I am seeing a lot of for sale signs lately, like a lot more than I ever remember seeing at one given time. I do agree. I do feel that it is moving toward heavy industry, and I think it's horrible. I also think that our neighbors have been deceived about it, because my understanding is that there was money set aside to create kind of a green business environment, like more, was it an extension of the MARC rail and some other businesses that were not so impactful. And to find out now that a 1,000-acre industrial park is being planned is just shocking and horrifying and depressing. And it's not in character for Jefferson County. I really just don't feel it's at all what we're about here. The kind of businesses I would think would be more in character for Jefferson County would be things like green businesses, maybe high tech, which tend to have a little less of an impact on the environment and would bring more jobs and more profitable jobs, and would raise, they would offer local citizens better incomes without polluting the environment. I think it being located so close to schools, particularly elementary schools, is horrible. I don't have children myself, but I know about child development and that this is going to be very harmful to these young children, to their cognitive development, to their health in general. And what does that do for the future of Jefferson County? It certainly doesn't help us out any. I don't feel they've been truthful at all. For one thing, the initial public notice that was offered was laughable. One small notice during a holiday in a small local paper that a lot of people don't read. I mean, I'm aware they have readership, but there are a lot of people who don't read that paper, so I never saw it. And they had said that they sent flyers out or information out to people within 2 miles of the plant. We never received anything, and my understanding is that other people within a similar proximity never received anything either. I also don't feel that it's going to be what they say it's going to be, because it seems like every day you read one thing about what they say it's going to be, and then the very next day you read about how they've gone past that. And even though my memory is not good for exact figures, even their information about the pollutants they'd be releasing were found very quickly to be untrue. I really don't think you can. I really don't think you can get to a point where you can trust a company that operates in this manner. Because, you don't know what they're going to do, no matter what they say. They could say that it's blue, and then you find out the next day when you see it, it's actually orange. There's no way to be able to find a good footing and build trust with a company like this. I view that sort of, the sponsorships and the donations of that sort, as being manipulative. Normally, when a business wants to put money into their local community, it's a great thing. It helps people out, and it makes people happy. But in this case, it feels very manipulative and very underhanded. I recently wrote and submitted a poem for an anthology that's being put together because artists' voices are just as important as those of frontline protesters. Because artists have a way of voicing things that not everybody can access. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know what I'm trying to say. I have a poem here, if you'd like, I can read it. Like I said, I submitted it to an anthology that's being put together. It's called We Warned Them Long Ago. We warned them long ago that this day would come. We warned them long ago that there would be nothing left. Nothing left of country roads or majestic mountain vistas. Nothing left of nature, of native bird song, or of children playing by the river. We warned them. We warned them long ago that this day would come. We warned them long ago that there would be nothing left. Nothing left of happy visitors or romantic train rides. Nothing left of golden sunrises or dramatic sunsets. We warned them. We warned them long ago that this day would come. We warned them long ago that there would be nothing left. Money and secrets prevailed. The earth succumbed, wounds ripped into her, and tar poured in. We warned them. We warned them long ago that this day would come. We warned them long ago that there would be nothing left. Lies and obfuscation prevailed. Tons of toxic ash choked the rivers. We warned them. We warned them long ago that this day would come. We warned them long ago that there would be nothing left. Nothing left of their big ugly buildings or their blood money. Nothing left of their stock portfolios or their fancy corner offices. We warned them. We warned them long ago that this day would come. We warned them long ago that there would be nothing left. Now they are at our door asking for clean food, clean water, and forgiveness. We smile and gently close the door. We warned them. We warned them. It felt really good to write it. It felt like it really allowed me to articulate my own feelings and really paint a picture of the future that I see if they move in and all the factories and businesses behind them. It's going to destroy the region. And I'm not even thinking only of Jefferson County. I'm thinking of the Potomac River and ultimately of the Chesapeake Bay, which I do understand that a lot of toxins will break down before it reaches the bay, but the bay is already so vulnerable. And being from Maryland, that's a point of pride for me, is the Chesapeake Bay and the Eastern Shore area. And so it angers me on a whole other level. It's like they just want to plunk their factory down and they don't care what happens to anyone in this region. And it's also, I find it classist, racist, and it's just disgusting. It's an insult to the intelligence of the people of the area. Like they thought that they could come in and that none of us would notice because we are West Virginians and what do we know? And, we wouldn't have the money to fight them, so. I would encourage people to join the fight any way they can, if it's door knocking or making signs or even just installing signs, going to hearings, going to protests, acting as an administrative assistant to someone, making copies for people. Anything you can do is a contribution. Make donations, write your poetry, make art, sell your art, donate the proceeds. There are a lot of ways people can get involved.